G'day race fans, it's Adrian here and welcome back to Just a Ride. G'day guys, welcome back to the Just a Ride headquarters here. This is just going to be a quick little summary of my trip to New Zealand that I literally have just come back from. I think I probably have to prefix this whole video with yes, I went to the birthplace of the extreme lifestyle as a YouTube content creator, and I didn't get the camera out much. Sorry about that. I was just too busy living. I didn't, there was none of this, oh, let's spend this moment behind this screen. No, piss the screen off and just and have the moment, feast on every experience that was there, which I did. So this is really just the, rumbling through the edit room floor to try and find something off the floor that I could put together that would constitute as content. Also have to apologise too. Trust me, I'm looking for the next project bike for Just a Ride. Trust me, I'm all over it all of the time. Has become quite the popular thing though, I believe. Number one, the availability of project bikes has diminished, and what is out there is now at a different price than it used to be. Yeah, so I'm out there, I'm looking. And this is my little jaunt through New Zealand. Yeah, no better way to see a country than to sit in the passenger seat of a car and drive through it for 5 or 6 hours. You get to see it, taste it, feel it, stop at the towns, eat a lot of pies. So we had to do this. We had to shoot up to Christchurch on the first weekend that I was there. I was supporting a buddy who was racing cars there in an endurance series. Him and another guy steered around a little Toyota 86 for a couple of hours on Friday and Saturday. That was fun. Yeah, so I'm told that's Mount Cook when it's not all cloudy. Trust me. Then I had another kooky Just a Ride moment where I was at the Christchurch Adventure Park, which is this incredible hunk of terrain, big hill in Christchurch, has a chairlift that goes up and down on it. You chuck your bike on the chairlift, you get on the chairlift, you go to the top, and it's just an array of trails that all, merge back onto the start of the chairlift. But I am at the Christchurch Adventure Park. I don't know, it's a big bloody hill. It's got a gondola. The e-bike's there.
Got a couple of the boys with other e-bikes. Got that thing up there.
And the camera didn't work. It was a playing tourist in Christchurch town itself on the e-bikes too, which was fun, just pedaling around the town. Bearing in mind too that this town, what was it, 11 years ago? Absolutely got shaken to its core by an 11 something or other magnitude earthquake. It was heartbreaking. A lot of people perished, and you can still see the remnants of this. You know, like all these vacant blocks that have now car parks on them, which clearly was once a building. Other buildings that have been repaired, ones that are still in some state of repair, buildings that had shipping containers piled against them as like a makeshift retaining wall, you know. But the town itself was so cool and had so much cool art. Oh my god. Yeah, so that was fun, touristy for a day. That's a big bus stuck on the ground, driving through the mall. And the one day on the snow that I managed to get my hands on, had a really nice day. It was, you're in the mountains, these clouds blow over. Oh, it's a crap day. And then 3 minutes later, it's a beautiful day. Kind of had one of those. Snow was a bit hard, a bit icy, and sort of hard packed off piste, but sort of stayed on the piste and had a great old day.
Oh, kia ora, race fans. It's Adrian here. Welcome back to Just a Ride. I can get some Padrona. It's my happy place.
Then it was get the e-bike back out again with a camera that was working this time to a place called Sticky Forest, which was so cool. I'm actually surprised with how light this GoPro footage looks, because to the human eye, riding through this was like, yeah, Ray Charles. Whew, but lots of fun.
Tears in the eyes. They're doing a good job of blinding me. Oh! Whoops, really? Whew. That's fun. There's whoops through there. Who puts whoops on a mountain bike trail?
So this good mate of mine who calls Central Otago home is quite the fan of the plains, and he has sourced himself a couple of birds. This crazy orange looking experimental savage cub was a new acquisition, and he was having to obtain some sort of certification from some flight instructor. Just the takeoff and the landings of this thing apparently are a lot different than the big warhorse, the big Zulu Kilo. Forget the last one. I think it's Victor. No, was it Zulu Whiskey Victor? I'm so bad. Sorry, bro. Yeah. So I had a day with sort of standing next to a flight instructor, watching a third party friend of mine take off and land, and picking the brains of the flight instructor. It was a really cool day. I can understand this attraction to the planes. The motorcycles, I've always called them freedom machines. These aeroplanes are freedom machines, just on that second dimension, on the 3D world, right? I was surprised when I had the Cessna 206 experience, how nervous I was. Just the exposure, you're in this tiny little plane, you're rubbing shoulders with the dude who's flying it, and you're 10,000 feet over, Mount Aspiring, Oh, yeah. I had total faith and trust in the abilities of my pilot, and total faith and ability in the craft I was in. But you just can't help from that irrational kind of fear, What if the wing just falls off right now? Yeah, so it was an enjoyable experience. Hopefully I get more of them and I become more accustomed and acclimatized to just that exposure. But had a great time. And flew out to one of the better golf courses I've ever played. Just this flat planed Ranfurly Manitou, something like that. This was a really cool little course.
Ranfurly Golf Course. Little 9-holer in the middle of nowhere, and we are dead set. Me and that bloke over there are the only 2 human beings on this course, and I'm including staff with that number. It's beautiful.
The stonking Suzuki Swift engine with a turbo in a jet boat that's like 13 foot long, and you're going over 10-inch deep water, proximity flying with the bank and the trees, and just general radness. Jet boating. Oh, had the pleasure of meeting a really top bloke golf pro at Cromwell Golf Club too. Old Willie with his little Stuart Little was the name of the vessel that I was in. That silver one there. This was one of the more enjoyable mornings of my life. Just banging through this fresh water, moving. That water just moved so fast. And there's times where you're coming around the bend in a river and you see the bit of water that you're about to approach upon. It's like 2 foot higher than the water that you're on now. Like, what? It's water. It's meant to be level. Just mince the accelerator pedal. Get up that step. Yeah, the jet boating was an absolute ton of fun. And on my second last day, we dabbled in a push bike trail made by the Central Otago Council, and hat to them too. This particular trail that we did 30 Ks on goes for 200 apparently, and it's all this lovely buff stuff that, you know, man, woman and child can ride, and it just through some incredible parts of the world, like just jaw-dropping stuff. So pretty.
It's a vertical world, this place. Lake Dunstan there, or as an Australian I like to call it Lake Dunno, mate. Yeah, there's worse places to be in the world right now. Ooh. Let's see if I can keep this one-handed gig on as I enter this bridge. Look at the bridge! Look at the bridge! Well, that's tight. That's the blind corner. There we go. And here is a local Cromwellian in his natural habitat.
And then I came home and fell asleep for 3 days. I just want to thank again my gracious, lovely hosts for my 2 weeks that I was there, and all of the incredibly rad people that I met. Love yous all. Thanks, guys. Yeah, this if I can sum up this whole experience, it's this one photo. Adios, guys. Be well.